Alright, so I've been waiting for this for a while. This will be an unboxing and, I guess, customization video. I'm going to try to do this without touching any of the actual art itself. There we go. That looks excellent. I'm super happy with the way that turned out. That is for the Obsidian. This right here is the plexi for it. White push buttons. This is for the Evo Panthera. Alright, so today's the day that we're going to put artwork, buttons, and new ball top onto the Panthera Evo. So you take a flathead, remove that little rubber button here, hold that screw in place with the flathead screwdriver, and then on this side, unscrew the ball top. Shaft, dust washer. Okay. So that part's done. This right here is a magnetic cup holder, essentially, for not a cup holder, it's you know, screw holder, essentially. So this right here will fit perfectly inside, and we'll perfectly remove the screws. You need to be careful because that's how big the screws are. Alright, so that should be all 6. Okay. The only other one is right here, and it's very small. And it's easy to miss. Ooh. And you do not want to lose it. Very carefully, very easily, just with that. There we go. Very carefully and easily lift that up. Alright. Gotta take this plate. believe this might be a little bit too small. Nope, it's actually good. Okay. I want to keep every screw separate. These are the 6 that go on the bottom. This is the one that goes right next to the actual lever. These right here, which are longer, hold down that plate. You need to remove these 3 larger ones. They're still Phillips. And then these. There you go. So, what you need to do from this point is you need to make sure that each of the colored wires goes to the proper buttons. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly. And then we're going to switch the buttons out and put everything back together with the new artwork. So let's go ahead and start with what would be the square, right? So your light punch button is right there. Okay. So that first one came out pretty easily, but the second one is giving me a little bit of trouble. There we go. So pops right out. Okay. So there's something special here. They've got a clear plastic ring goes in like that. And the reason why that's there, okay, is when you put your new buttons in, they don't wiggle. Very, very solid. And I actually kind of like that, to be honest. I think I prefer it. A lot of people will say that they don't really like it because it causes the buttons to sit up a little bit higher rather than being flush. And I totally get where they're coming from, but for me, it doesn't really make a difference. So the easiest way to do it, in my opinion, is kind of like I did just now. Remove one button, then put the button you want back in, plug it back in. Remove the next one. That way, you don't have to fumble around with what's what. You don't have to keep going back and forth and referring to the paper that you wrote down. I still have it written down so I can have it in the future, but I like to do it this way. I'll take the old button and put it in here. And then put it back in here so I don't lose them. And then I'm going to take masking tape and a Sharpie and label what these buttons are for. Panthera Evo stock buttons. Pretty simple. So I'm going to do the rest of these, and I guess we're going to do a little bit of a time lapse on this. So Sometimes some of the plugs will give you trouble. Purple one's giving me a little bit of trouble here. The green one seems to be giving me a little bit of trouble as well. But, you know, we're going to just keep going. I will admit this is getting a little frustrating, but I'm gonna keep trying. I'm just trying not to break it. So. Yep. That was what I was afraid was going to happen. Wow. So that's what I was afraid was going to happen. I actually broke the connector on the button itself. The thing is, it makes this button useless, but as long as I can get that out of the connector on the cable, then it's fine. Because I could just plug this into the new button, but this button's fucked. And that's what I was afraid was going to happen. Now I have to find a way to get this out. And it's really in there, and I've literally never had this happen on a fight stick before, where they were so difficult to remove that this actually broke off. I'm extremely mad right now. I'm really, really, really upset. Absolute garbage. What is it that's making this stuck in here? Like, it's stuck in here. And the plastic piece won't slide down. It looks like it's almost melted into the metal, which doesn't make sense, but... This is really stuck in here. What happened? What happened? This is crazy. I can't even get the plastic sleeving to pull down so I can actually get a better look on what's going on in here. How did this pass quality assurance? I don't understand what's going on right now. It's wiggling. Something is holding it in there. I don't know what it is. I'm afraid to do too much more, because as long as I can get this out of the actual cable, I'm fine. I can plug the cable back into the button and I'll be fine. I don't ever need to use the stock buttons again. I have no problem with that. The problem is I now don't want to mess up the actual cable, because if that messes up, I'm screwed. So the plastic piece somehow was melted onto the metal. I had to cut it away in order to get it to pull down. That's insane. How did this even happen? This is crazy. It's not coming out. And the plastic piece still won't slide down. I'm having to like peel it and fold it back. That's not supposed to happen. I almost got it. I've almost got it. Oh my god. What the hell, man? I'm afraid it's not gonna work at this point. I'm dumbfounded. I'm absolutely dumbfounded. I can't believe that just happened. I'm afraid to plug it in. Okay. Blue is share, yellow is options. That was pathetic. That was pathetic. You should never have to do any of that to unplug a button in a fight stick. Oh, Lord, it's just so depressing. Alright, so at this point you just reverse. And I still have no guarantee that the green one will work. Oh my god. I'm gonna plug it in and test it before I put it all back together, actually. It works. It all works. Nearly there. I'm so glad and really, really lucky that that button still works. Yeah, I've been waiting to use this for so long. And that's finally it. And I do want to thank you guys so much for, you know, sticking with me here and dealing with all of that BS. But honestly, everything works. It was completely worth it. And I am really proud of this. So the only problem is that the plexi is tinted. And they don't make nobody makes plexi for this because it's, you know, I think it's called chamfered. I'm not really sure, maybe not, but it's bent right here. And so it's really like apparently difficult and or expensive to get the tooling for that. So nobody does it. But you know, oh well, even though it's tinted, it still looks great, I think. And it was 100% worth it. So there's that. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next part of this when I do my Kunimitsu Obsidian. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one.